Hello friends, welcome back to the second session on Module 5 of General Insurance. Now let's begin the learning. In this particular session, you will be able to understand and learn the concept of the agents. So the learning objectives at the end of this particular session, you will be able to understand or define what do we mean by an agent, understand the various functions and duties that have been performed by an agent, and describe the various regulatory agencies associated with the insurance. So the agent from the perspectives or from the view of the insurance industry. Who is IBAI? So Insurance Broker Association of India is recognized by IRDA. So in my previous lecture or this session, we have understood what do we mean by IRDAI. IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, is the regulatory agency which governs or regulates the insurance business in the Indian economy. Under the IRDAI, we have IBAI, that is Insurance Broker Association of India. Insurance Broker Association of India, it governs, functions and regulates and provides what role and duties the insurance broker or agent has to perform. So IBAI functions under the guidelines that have been provided by IRDAI. It covers the scope of licensed agents, brokers, middlemen, corporate agents, dealers, and premium collection centers. So, under the origination or under the guidance of IBAI, all those components or all the participants of the insurance industry, they have to perform their respective duties, authorities, responsibilities, and see that all the insurance activities are being conducted in an effective way. Out of this particular concept, the first term that we'll be dealing with is with respect to agents. So now let's understand what is meant by or who is an insurance agent. An insurance agent or a broker is a person who will save your time and money regarding the investments. So at a particular stage, whenever you say that you want to purchase an insurance policy, now there are different types of insurance policies that we have learned. Either it may be a life insurance, a health insurance, a motor insurance, a vehicle insurance, or any type of general insurance. Now, when you want to purchase an insurance policy, what does an agent or what does a broker do? The broker saves your time, money, and energy for regarding your or guidance or will guide you in terms of your investment about where to invest, how to invest, and in what way to invest. So, saving of your time, money, and energy, all those particular activities are being performed by an agent. Taken a simple example. When we have understood the concept of insurance, we have found that there are around 25 plus insurance, that is life insurance agents, and 37 plus health insurance or general insurance agents in India. From those particular players, which policy or which agent or which insurance company will be beneficial, profitable, and good for you, all those suggestions have been provided by the insurance broker or the insurance agent. So, your right amount of investment decision will be guided by an insurance broker or an insurance agent. Now, here in this case, we need to identify who provides the license to these particular insurance agents or to the insurance broker. The IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, that is IRDAI, provides the licenses to all those insurance agents, and they are also called as registered agents or the registered brokers. Insurance is also treated as a wasted purchase. At many times, you treat it as an investment, or at certain times, you treat it as a purchase. Why is it called as a purchase? Because you pay a certain sum of money, and the money that is being paid by an individual for getting an insurance policy or for purchasing an insurance policy is called the insurance premium. So whenever you pay a certain amount of money as a part of a premium, in return you get an insurance policy. So in this case, you are paying a certain sum of money and in return you are getting a goods or you are getting a services, and hence insurance is also called as a wasted purchase. No cover for disaster or strikes. Now, insurance coverage policy does not apply for a situation wherein there is a disaster, that is a natural calamity or a disaster that has been undertaken or the strike that has been implemented in the organization. So, certain type of activities wherein the natural calamity or natural disaster is into existence, which is either a human made or a natural concern, To certain extent, it may be permitted, it may not be permitted. So accordingly, it is the insurance broker or the insurance agent who decides about which policy is to be approved and which policy is not to be approved. So based on the claim finalization, the decision by the insurance company is being undertaken. Another concern, the concept of strike. Strike is a particular situation which is being human or the man-made concern, and accordingly, the insurance policy does not apply for these situations. Insurance agents will simplify all such activities for you. So, any of the activity which we define as an unfavorable outcome, to cover all those activities to provide the financial benefit or financial output in order to cover the risk of loss that an individual or the companies are supposed to occur, all those activities will be looked after by an insurance agent. So the financial loss that you are going to suffer, all those will be compensated and looked after by the insurance agent, and hence he acts as a middleman between the insurance company and the insurance purchaser. Now, what are the various tasks that an agent has to perform? Now, here in this case, we have listed down the various tasks that one has to perform. The most basic, essential, or the important task that he has to perform is the comprehensive, precise, and appropriate investment plan that suits your wants and needs. So, the insurance agent has to see that the plan that he provides for you is always suitable, comfortable, affordable, and according to your needs and requirements. Take an example, that is, you want to secure your life for around 15 years or for say 20 years. So the insurance agent, or it is duty of the insurance broker to see that he provides an optimum policy for you which will be suitable, and accordingly it will give you benefits over a period of time, that is after 15 years or after 20 years. They undertake activities such as covering the insurance, minimizing the risk, guiding a particular individual, provide futuristic approach, and act as a mentor. So providing futuristic approach. So he also has to see that what are the futures activities that may undergo and where he may suffer profit and where he may suffer a loss. He always has to guide a particular individual that which profit policy or compensatory insurance will be beneficial for him and which will be a loss-making situation. Always an insurance broker has also need to see that how the risk of an individual is being minimized. So in order to minimize the risk of an individual, various suggestions, various investment plans and opportunities must be explained to the insured person. And lastly, he also has to act as a mentor to that particular person, that over a period of time, once the policy is been sold, the relationship does not end here. Till your policy lasts, till you are making the payment of your premium, the relationship between the insured person and the insurance company remains into existence, and on regularly basis you need to act as a mentor to that person. Now let's look at the various regulatory agencies that have been into existence for the insurance agents. The various regulatory agencies are such as the Prime Authority, that is IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, the AMFI, that is Association of Mutual Fund Industry of India, the Commission for Safeguarding the Interest. So there is a proper commission that has been set up for safeguarding the interest of investors. So if at any stage it has been observed that the vested interest of investors it has been hampered, if it is not being taken care of, then the commission can come forward and take the proper legal action against the insurance broker or against the insurance agent. There are certain norms or regulatory guidelines that have been provided by SEBI. SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India. If a company is been listed on a stock exchange and if a false commitment or a false claims have been made by that particular company, any cheating as to primary or secondary market it has been undertaken, if it has been observed that the interest of investors it is not been protected, so here in this case the SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India, has to interfere, and accordingly they have provided certain guidelines. So the insurance company or the insurance broker or the insurance agent has to fulfill or perform or regulate or govern as per the norms that have been provided by SEBI. The various directives that have been received from the Ministry of Finance and the Reserve Bank of India. So over the period time to time, as per the need, as per the requirement of the market and the concern, the Ministry of Finance as well as the Reserve Bank of India also do provide certain guidelines or directives about how a policy is to be undertaken, how the interest of the investors or the policy holders are to be undertaken and taken care of. And lastly, the various central and state regulation. So whichever government that has been ruling at the center and whichever the government is available at the state Depending on the policy decision, depending on the advices or guidelines that have been given by the government, all those norms has to be fulfilled, and accordingly, the care of the investors in sentiments has to be undertaken. Now, let's look at the various prerequisites for getting an insurance policy or for getting yourself registered as an insurance broker. The first initial step that you need to do is you need to obtain a license. How do you get a particular license? You need to apply for IRDAI or AMFI or the commission, and accordingly with the approval of the respective authorities, you get a certain certificate, and that particular certificate is called as a registered agent certificate. Only when you get a registered agent certificate, then you be called as an insurance agent or an insurance broker officially appointed by the company or by the organization or by the government. You need to always follow the code of conduct. The code of conduct, that is the guidelines, the rules, the norms that have been provided by the various regulatory authorities. Which are the various regulatory authorities that we have seen? That is IRDAI, the AMFI, the Commission for Safeguarding Interest, the Ministry of Finance, the Reserve Bank of India, the central and the state regulation authorities, and so on. Insurance agent or the broker has always also needed to act as an investor or a mediator between the investor and a particular company. So, in order to see that a proper guidance is being provided to the investor and as well as the interest of the company is being fulfilled, it acts as a mediator between those two concerned to resolve the conflict if any arises. So if any conflict arises between the dispute, between the settlement, between the amount, between the premium, or at any stage, it is the duty of that particular agent to resolve the conflict which has been associated with, which has been created between the company as well as between the insured person. Available over a call. It has always been assumed or it has always been taken for granted that an insurance broker or insurance agent will be available for a call for the client that is being associated with him. So it has been expected that any insurance policy that you are purchasing, it may occur or the emergency or the unforeseen circumstances may arise at any point of time. So an insurance broker or an insurance agent must be available 24 by 7. So whenever the insured person gives you a certain call, the service provider should be available at the doorstep. Now let's take an example at this particular stage. That is, in case you are in a certain emergency and you need to rush to a hospital. So here in this case, in case of an hospital, you must be having an insurance policy that is an health insurance. So whenever there is a need for an individual, for a customer to pay the bills of that particular hospital to get the compensation done on an immediate basis, the insurance broker or the insurance agent must be available just over a phone call, and accordingly the dispute or the claim must be settled on an urgent basis. Differentiation at the services. So it has always been assumed that there is no differentiated service between the insurance person and the insured. The service that you are going to provide should be equal and fair to everyone. So proper treatment to all the customers, to all the investors, to all the insurance policy holders must be given, and hence all these particular things acts as a prerequisite for understanding or for becoming a good insurance agent or for good insurance broker. So, to conclude, an individual who sells insurance policies as per the need, want, and desire of an individual towards the investment will be called as an insurance broker. So, first thing that you need to do is you need to analyze what are the need, want, and desire of an individual, for what motive or for what purpose he is purchasing the insurance policy, and what is the need, urgency, and what amount of investment that he is going to undertake. Based on the information that has been given by the client, you need to provide him a sufficient or the ample insurance policy options, and a proper selection of insurance policy is needed to be undertaken. Looking for the rate of return expected by the client. So here in this case, you have to see what is the rate of expected return by a certain client. That is, he expects a certain rate of return at 5 years down the line, 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, 25 years, at what stage the return is expected to the client. And accordingly, with respect to the rate of interest, with respect to duration, such policy should be advised or guided to the client, upholding the interest of insurance company as well as the insured. Simultaneously, the insurance company has to see that the insurance company as well as the insurance person, both the interests have been satisfied, they have been fulfilled, and they have been completed over the period. Portraying the professional behavior. Always it has been assumed that the insurance person or the insured company or the agent will be portraying professional behavior to the clients or to the service providers. Provide suitable advice and guide to the policy holders. Always, the suitable advice and guide to the policy holders should be given by the insurance person, and accordingly, the service should be delivered or rendered. Now let's conclude. In order to summarize, in this particular session, we have learned the following things. We have seen who is an agent, what is the importance or need for having a particular agent, what are the various activities and duties that have been performed by an agent, and lastly, what are the various regulatory authorities or agencies which control the insurance agencies, the insurance brokers, the insurance service providers, and the insurance agents. Thank you everyone for your patience listening.